Thank you, Ben. At this time, I would like to re-invite someone up to the stage who exemplifies hard work and dedication to everything he does. He's an amazing human being, and I'm lucky to have him as one of my best friends. He is, of course, very smart as well. Please welcome this year's valedictorian with a GPA north of 4.38, Mr. Michael Kramer, for the traditional valedictorian's address.
Let's go, Michael!
Alright, now, before I begin, can I just ask a quick favor of all the seniors here to pose for a photo per request of my mother? You know moms and their pictures. Alright, now that that's over with, what's up everyone? Parents, friends, family, teachers, administrators, my sister Emily, everybody wave at Emily so she gets on there. Thank you for coming today to commemorate and congratulate Brighton's beloved class of 2022. Today, it's a special day for all of us. Parents and family members, today is that day when your little baby is finally all grown up. Maybe you're tearing up thinking about us entering the real world, or maybe you're enthusiastically ready to ship us off to wherever our futures may be. I don't know. The teachers and administrators here, I know you're all probably choking up at the fact that the greatest class to ever walk the halls of Brighton High School is leaving you once and for all. Or maybe those tears are just the dawning realization that you'll be left alone at the mercy of the classes 23, 24, 25, and 26. Yikes. But meanwhile, us seniors, soon-to-be graduates, we're all dripped out in our wizard costumes and square hats, ready to close the page of one chapter of our lives and open the page to the next. I mean, this day, it more or less marks the end of our childhood. And you've got to spend part of your last childhood hours sitting here listening to me speak, which I apologize in advance for, but I did do my best to put together a doozy of a speech for you. And in the spirit of the last 4 years of high school, I did so by procrastinating until the very last minute before it became evident that I really had to get my poop together. So, bear with me. But seniors, we finally made it. I mean, we didn't just make it, we crushed it. I mentioned it earlier jokingly, but I think there's a legitimate argument to be made that this class of 2022 could go down as one of the all-time greats here at Brighton. During our tenure, our sports teams won 8 state titles. Brennan mentioned that our girls lacrosse team and boys baseball teams, they're competing for our 9th and 10th as well. We also had countless more state finalists, regional champions, district champions, and KLAA champions as well. Shoot, our robotics team even won a world championship. We also have decorated band and theater programs, as well as an all-state choir. Our seniors raised over 100 grand this year for Senior Survivor, more than 30 grand for Food Week, more than 20 grand for Canned Food Drive, all of which were school records. We also put a school record 82 kids on the Academic Wall of Fame with a GPA of 4.0 or higher. So many that they had to shrink our pictures just so they could fit in the display case. And you guys, we also conquered a pandemic. That's all I'm going to say about COVID because no one wants to hear about it anymore, but how many other classes can say that? And the point I'm trying to make is, this class has accomplished a whole lot. Success in our class of 2022, they've gone hand in hand. But the success has come in so many different shapes and forms, which is what I'd like to discuss a little bit today. Too often, I believe our culture focuses on the material definition of success. Money, cars, possessions, or in the case of our education system, test scores and GPAs. All of these things have value, but how important they really are, I believe, is up for debate. I've got the highest GPA in the high school, I'm a valedictorian, I'm supposed to be the smartest kid in the school, right? Yeah, no, not really. Sam Schulte, she could out-physics me on any day. Mason Melville, he could out-calculus me on any day. And Riley Perry could out-English me on any day. Shoot, this sentence was living proof of that. The point I'm trying to make is, GPA doesn't mean too much in the grand scheme of things, at least not nearly as much as we perceive it to. So, what did school really teach me? Obviously, we have all the essentials that adults use in everyday life. We know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. A squared plus B squared does equal C squared. And for all you AP stats nerds out there, we all know what goes down when the P is low, am I right? But really, what did I learn from school? And the answer is that success in education is far more than the grade you got in some class. I know Brennan here, he's still haunted every day by his lone A- in AP World, but Bren, I promise you it's gonna be all right. But seriously, that's not how success in high school should be measured. It should be measured by the growth we've experienced these past 4 years. Mentally, socially, emotionally. Myself, I know I've experienced tremendous growth these past few years, especially physically. It's a shame my gown covers the 60 pounds of sheer muscle I've put on. But it's been an honor to grow alongside all of you, and I hope you're all proud of the phenomenal young men and women you've become. And looking back on high school, I believe success should also be measured by the relationships we've created, that human connection that Jill spoke about earlier. The brothers and sisters you see to the left and right of you, some of them will be with you for the rest of your lives. Those mean a lot more than your stupid SAT score. And the memories you've made here, the football games, homecoming, prom, pep assemblies, eating stir fry at lunch freshman and sophomore year. The stuff you'll never quite get to experience again, that's the stuff that matters. Those good memories are the sign of a successful high school career, not the classes you took or the awards you won. And moving forward into the real world, I think it's important to understand this concept. Societal expectations, they aren't the end-all be-all. Blaze your own path, make your own rules, and don't listen to people trying to tell you how you should live your life or what makes you successful. Do what makes you happy with those who make you happy, then you'll be successful. Your real strength comes from being the best you can be. So who are you? What are you good at? What do you love? What makes you, you? Now, I'd like to sit here and say I came up with that little verse myself, but the truth is, that was straight from the Dragon Warrior, Poe, the Kung Fu Panda. Any Kung Fu Panda fans out there? Yeah. As a side note, there's an absurd amount of inspirational quotes out of the Kung Fu Panda trilogy, so if you haven't seen it, that's your homework for summer break, okay? Go watch Kung Fu Panda. But as I was saying, take those words to heart. If you want to be a chef, go for it. If you want to be an artist, then have at it. If you want to be the Dragon Warrior, you might want to get some help, but if that's your goal, then have at it. Live your best life, measure your own success, and don't let anybody else do that for you. Now, before I finish, I'd like to switch gears here and have everybody here, seniors and audience alike, turn to the person next to you, dap them up, or for all you old farts out there, give them a high five, fist bump, or a handshake, whatever you want to do, and tell them how awesome they are, okay?
You're awesome.
Just give them a little
Count me up, camera lady. You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Now, see, how was that? Like, wasn't that fun?
I gotta get a high five,
Didn't that
though. I can't
make you at least a little bit happier? As we move forward our separate ways, remember to always do what you can to make this world a brighter place, even if it's something as small as that, or a little smile in the hallway, a little nod. So those little things can go a long way. Brighton's class of 2022, I believe you've done an amazing job of that throughout the years, and I'm confident that each and every one of you will continue to make this world a brighter and better place. It's been my greatest honor and greatest privilege to stand here before you today, representing this amazing class. Parents, staff, honored guests, thank you for dedicating today and the past 18 years of your lives to us. And class of 2022, thank you for a wonderful 4 years. Rock on, Brighton, peace out, and as always, go Dogs!
Good job, Michael!
Lindsay has the spotlight next. She'll be leading us on the Brighton